In life, we often become attached to people, places, things, and experiences, believing they will last forever. However, the reality is that everything in this world is temporary. From the passing of time to the impermanence of relationships, careers, and even our physical bodies, nothing stays the same forever. Today's video is on the topic of the temporary nature of everything in life. In our fast-paced society, we often feel pressure to constantly increase productivity and meet societal expectations, leading to high levels of stress and mental health issues. However, it is important to recognize that both good and bad moments in life are temporary, and that our reactions to events matter more than the events themselves. Through a story about a farmer and his horse, we learn about the benefits of recognizing the impermanence of everything, including the ability to let go of attachments and appreciate the present moment. Join us as we delve deeper into this topic and explore how we can cultivate a positive mindset towards life's ups and downs. So, sit back and enjoy the video, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel, our Welcome to Be You, a channel dedicated to helping you be your most authentic self. So the question for today is, do you have days in which you think that your problems will not go away? In the fast-paced life we live in today's society, we are often under the impression that we have to do more and more things in less and less time. We have put so much emphasis on productivity, we have begun to forget about the individual, just his output. The vast majority of people live in a constant state of stress, worrying about not meeting the expectations of society and of themselves. Studies have shown that a significant portion of the population experiences depression and anxiety. According to the World Health Organization, WHO, more than 264 million people worldwide suffer from depression, and approximately 284 million people worldwide suffer from anxiety disorders. In the United States, the National Institute of Mental Health, NIMH, estimates that in a given year, around 19.1% of U.S. adults, or 47.6 million people, experience some form of mental illness. This includes conditions such as major depressive disorder, anxiety disorders, and post-traumatic stress disorder. It is important to take into consideration that everybody has times in their life where things are going better, and when life tests us. It is times like that that can bring us to the brink of our capabilities, especially mental capabilities, which can take a toll on our physical health. Moments such as losing a loved one, or getting fired from a job, or having your house be ruined by a tornado, moments that can shake us to the core. On the other hand, there are moments that make us forget all of the other ones, moments in which we are just happy and nothing can take away from our happiness. Moments such as falling in love, having a baby, or beating cancer. It is in both times, good and bad, that a quote from a famous writer, Paulo Coelho, comes in with its infinite wisdom. Be faithful to this moment. If it is painful, it will pass. If it is joyful, it will also pass. All of us experience events that can either put us in a good or bad mood. Of course, it also depends on our perspective of the particular event, as in the long term, we never know what a certain situation can bring us. In the short term, a certain event may seem terrible to us, and we may think that it is the worst thing that could have happened to us and that there is no solution for us. However, over time, it may happen that we are even glad that an unpleasant event happened to us. From the biggest crises and the most terrible events, the greatest changes in our lives can occur, as long as we do not give up and are willing to accept things as they are. It is important to realize that most things that happen in our lives are out of our control. We could say that we think we have more things under control than we actually do. Most of the time, it is our reactions to events that matter. For someone, losing a job may be the end of the world, but for someone else, it may be an opportunity to start doing new things or find a better job. For times like this, keep this story in mind. The old farmer worked with his son on their small farm with only one horse. One day, the horse ran away. "How terrible," the neighbors sympathized. "What a disaster." "Who knows whether this is good or bad news," the farmer replied. A week later, the horse returned from the mountains, along with 5 wild horses that had stayed on the farm. The farmer now had 6 horses. "What exceptional luck," the neighbors commented. "Luck? Disaster? Who knows?" the farmer remarked. The next morning, the son tried to ride one of the wild horses, fell off, and broke his leg. "How terrible! What a disaster!" the neighbors claimed. Disaster? Luck? A few days later, soldiers came to the village and took away all the young men suitable for fighting. Only the farmer's son was left behind, as he could not serve them due to his broken leg. Luck? Disaster? One of the key benefits of recognizing the temporary nature of everything is that it can help us let go of attachment. When we understand that nothing is permanent, we can stop trying to cling to things that are no longer serving us or bringing us joy. We can let go of old relationships, jobs, and patterns of behavior that are no longer aligned with our values and goals. At the same time, recognizing the temporary nature of everything can also help us appreciate the present moment. When we realize that everything is fleeting, we can savor the experiences we have right now, knowing that they won't last forever. We can be fully present in our relationships, our work, and our hobbies, knowing that these moments are precious and rare. Regardless of the situations we experience in life, we can always ask ourselves how they are connected to our actions and how we can influence them to make a positive change if we are unhappy. However, when it comes to events over which we have no direct control, such as in the story of the farmer, we can wait to see what a particular circumstance will bring. Of course, this can be the most difficult thing to do at times, especially when someone else has wronged us, and we may feel the urge to retaliate. In such moments, the greatest wisdom may be to not consider revenge, because in the long run, every injustice is eventually righted, even if it causes us suffering in the short term. Until next time, don't forget, people aren't created to be perfect. We're created to find happiness and to make others happy.